Welcome to Level Up Streams Magic again. It's Fnm. Going to get started. Said we were going to be started a little before this. Starting an Fnm in a store. It's kind of difficult. Everybody shows up late. Nobody shows up on time. Everybody wants to play a different format. It takes a lot of work. Those of you out there who play Fnms, take it easy on your store people. They're dying slowly but surely. I'll probably play all my opponents again. We have 10 enrolled right now. My first round opponent didn't make it here on time, so that's why you're stuck with me like this. There's about 6 minutes left in the first round. So I'll have another opponent next round. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to play a different deck this week. I'm going to play one that Josiah, my partner in crime, made. We'll see if I can figure it out. It's a pretty silly list. Remember, if you're watching, that you can use the bot in the chat. I think it's hit the exclamation point, type in the name of the card, and it'll tell you what it does, which is pretty nice. Also, we need followers for Twitch. I don't even pretend to understand what all of it means or what all the terms are, but we need 50 followers. So if you haven't followed us, and even if you don't like us, you should follow us just in case. Maybe we'll get better. We might grow on you. I don't know, but follow us because we need followers. I hope we can keep doing Fnms like this. It seems to be pretty good. It's a little low tonight. The weather's kind of rough. Snowed today. Thanks everyone who told me it's snowing. As if a quarter of our store isn't Windows.
Ooh, Scuba.
I'm streaming live. What are you boys doing?
Are you live right now?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just in case you can't tell, this is 2 of my regular modern players. They like to play. They just stopped by to visit without letting me know what was up. My first round opponent didn't make it.
Oh no.
Yeah, so they'll be here hopefully later on, and I'll get a second round opponent. I'm playing Josiah's weird deck right now.
Tell us about it.
I really don't know what it does.
Might want to find out before we know.
It does some weird things. So like, you play treasure maps, and you play Trove of Temptation, which is a weird card.
I don't know what either of these do.
That's because you guys play Modern.
That would be why.
Yeah. I like dead silence. Just dead silence.
So this one makes your guys attack.
Yeah, they have to attack, and you get treasures. Okay.
Draw cards. It's just a draw.
So the whole idea is you get treasures and possibly clues, and then there's some really big, dumb, expensive cost cards in here, and Aid from the Cowl.
Oh, yeah.
It has a revolt trigger.
That's pretty silly.
It's silly,
Yeah.
but it's
So
a lot of fun.
Is this an actual deck or is this just
No.
This
This is another Josiah and I.
Okay.
So you guys need to look at Glitch's Showdown.
Grixis Showdown, what's that?
They call it an 8th Revolt Showdown. It's 4 mana, you discard your hand, deal damage equal to the number of cards discarded, talk who your player, and then it uses ways and stand to make the deal double damage.
Oh yeah,
And it costs
insult
cheaper.
injury and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know, all the cards in the deck, I looked at it once, it's like, that looks pretty sweet.
Hey, if it plays Primal Amulet, I'm down.
It does, I'm pretty sure.
Because Primal Amulet is the one that makes instant or sorceries cost less.
It does play that, and it plays for all as well.
And it flips and doubles like
Wow,
Power
that seems
Mistress
fun.
goggles.
That seems fun.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm doubling up Torment of Hellfire. X and 2, I think it's 2 black.
It's double black.
Yeah.
Oh, that card's gross.
Yeah, it plays that, it plays a bunch of like summoning voice type calls.
Yeah.
To kill
Cathartic
the-
Reunion, Tormenting
Yeah.
Voice. Yeah, no, I love that.
It looked really funny. It looked really Bobby.
Where'd you see it at? The internet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look around, see what I can find.
I'm sure we just put Glitch's Showdown.
Yeah.
It'll come up.
Well, I'm always looking for something silly to play, and you know, since we're streaming Fnms now, you know, like my opponent is usually whoever I'm playing is getting streamed, and it's pretty good. You'll be able to watch these streams. Also, like I just told everyone else, you got to follow us on Twitch so we can get our 50 followers. We need 50 followers to save the whales. I don't know why we got to have 50
But
followers.
you need to have 50 followers.
If you don't have to be followers, they kill a whale.
We might kill a whale. I don't want to kill a whale because I like whales.
But you might have to if you.
But I might, if I don't get 50 followers,
I mean, you gotta play hardball with these people.
yeah, with
50
these followers.
followers, we save a whale. Not 50 followers, we kill them.
I know we're a long.
Wait, are we
what's
killing the whales or just one?
A
Just
whale
a whale.
and
For
whale.
every follower below 50.
Oh God!
Yeah, they better watch out too, because I know what's the whale from Kaladesh, longfin whale or whatever.
Yeah.
I got some sky whaler shots. We'll kill some whales. But yeah, so yeah, no, 50 followers. You heard it here first. 50 followers, or I'm killing a whale. Soon. I don't know when.
Alright, where's the follows? They better be coming in.
Yeah, I need followers. Right stat now.
Well, we gotta go, Bobby.
All right, you boys are out.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. I will see you guys later.
Yeah.
If you want to see the stream, check it out. Card Shop Talk. Follow, comment, and subscribe. I don't. What do they do on YouTube? Like they say those words. Like, comment down below. Like.
You guys know what to do.
Yeah. No, we don't. We're just learning. Well, I wish my phone wasn't garbage. I bet this is good for the stream. Just dead air. So, yeah, there's that. Those are two of our regular modern players. Our modern group here at Level Up's gotten quite good, actually, in recent time, and we're pretty proud of that. I think I'm going to start locking the door, however. That way, there's no interruptions. However, they are right. Killing whales, that's probably a good way to get some followers. Guess that's what we'll have to start doing. I've got some rare cards that are whales. There's great whale and colossal whale. We'll just start harpooning until we get our 50 followers. So I'm gonna hold some whales hostages. But yeah, we'll get this going and playing some Magic so you don't have to sit and watch a garbage, boring stream. This probably sucks. I'll be right back.
Are we recording right now? Okay.
Yeah. I'm back. This is David Boyd.
What's going on, y'all?
He plays Magic here. He's going to talk to us a little bit about his round one. So how did that go?
So round one went really well. I'm playing a blue-black bruiser pirates mix with a little bit of control, a little bit of aggro. My opponent was playing a kind of soul tie, energy-ish type of deck. A little bit of control, a lot of aggro.
3-color energy?
3-color energy, yeah.
Interesting.
It was good to have a heavy start with things like Harsh Scrutiny, because I was able to kind of see his turn 2, 3, 4 plays. I love playing cards like Harsh Scrutiny. I love playing cards like Kitesail Freebooter, which is essentially duress on a stick, is what I've always told people.
With flying.
With flying, with evasion, so that's always a plus. So I was able to actually go ahead and get ahead of my opponent. I was able to sneak a peek, do a scry. I was able to turn 2, Kitesail Freebooter, steal something else out of his hand, and essentially by turn 3, I'd taken all of his next 3 plays out of his hand, which left him dead in the water. And then I was able to start chipping in for 2 damage here, 1 damage there. He was able to finally remove the freebooter and get his card back, but by then it was already a few turns too late, so I was able to seal in the win. I was pretty happy with it.
Oh, that's really good. Do you run duress in there as well?
I do not, only because the abilities that the freebooter has is similar enough to duress that I'm able to, it's like duress on a stick. I'm able to argue why that's...
Do you keep them in the board or anything? I don't know. You're completely right with the freebooter.
Well, no, you're right. And I've gone back and forth about putting them on the sideboard. The power and duress is a normal card. It's been in standard, or it's been in Magic for several years.
Yeah, since the 90s.
Since the 90s, yeah. And the power of being able to sneak a peek at your opponent for 1 mana is just absolutely unbelievable. I mean, the power that's involved with knowing their next 2 or 3 plays is just it's absolutely unbelievable. So the fact that they attach it to a creature is also really good.
Oh yeah. It's a 1/2 with flying, right?
1/2 with flying, yep.
Yeah, it's really good.
Unfortunately, it doesn't discard. It just kind of puts it in exile. So they get the card back, but even the peak itself is worth the extra mana.
Oh yeah.
So
and taking out some of the stronger cards, bigger creatures.
Yeah,
and
bigger
like
threats. Really fun card to take, especially with the energy deck. Because Tune with Aether, I think you take that, right?
Yeah.
It's not only life creature, yeah.
Yeah.
So stealing a Tune with Aether, because that's really their bread and butter for that deck.
It's such a good card too, like Atunia, because on its own,
Right.
1 green, go find a land, put it in your hand. That's a card.
That's a card on its own.
Yeah, but 1 green, go find a land, get 2 energy as a bonus effect.
Right.
Even better.
And that is truly the power of that card, and truly the power of that deck, especially with the energy cards. Wizards tried something new, which I love their innovation, and I love that they go through and they're trying new things. Typically, history has shown us that if a card has an ability on it, you pay an additional mana for that ability, whether it be Menace, Flying, Death Touch, anything like that. If it's a 2 mana 2/2, with Death Touch, it's usually going to be 3 mana, right? Mm-hmm. Usually. Now, there have been some exceptions. Some of the hate bearers in the past were a little bit stronger. The interesting thing about energy is you're getting the cool bonus effect, like a 1 mana go hunt for a land, but now you're getting an additional effect that you're essentially getting for free.
Yeah, you get that free, not just ability. It's a resource.
It's a resource, yes, and you can spend it on a variety of different cards.
And it's non-interactable.
Right, and that's what makes it, and that's why we've seen it for the last, I don't know, it's been 2 years in Standard now, right?
Or about a year? It's been a year.
Been a year, okay, so we've seen it.
A little more than a year, I think.
At every GP and every Pro Tour and every tournament, top 8ing and even top 4ing at every major event.
Yeah.
Because of and it's really and truly because of the power of a non-interactable ability like gathering energy and being able to spend it as a resource.
Because they made it's an interesting resource. They attempted to make it cost aggressively, so you do 2 mana or two energy, +1/+1 on the cup.
Right.
Seems kind of fair, but at the same time, whenever you can make 6, 7, 8 energy by turn 4, it tends to go a little bit further than what maybe they had intended. And the thing is, I don't think it's in multiple combos with cards from outside the Kaladesh block.
Right.
It seems very self-contained within Kaladesh, which, I don't think that was maybe as intended as it came out.
Right, and I agree with you there. On paper and in testing, I'm sure the R&D team saw, oh, this is a cool thing we're trying, and in testing and R&D in the sets that were in standard at the time that they were playing against, it probably worked out really, really well. But the Long Tusk Cub being a great example. Turn 1 Attune with Aether, you now have 2 energy in the pot. Turn 2 Long Tusk Cub, right? If your opponent has nothing on the board, if you were on the draw, right? On turn 2, all you've done is play land. You might get lucky and get a duress or something, but they've already got 2 energy sitting out there and a creature on the board. Unless you've got a 1-mana creature, you're getting hit for 2, possibly 3, and they're getting another 2 energy. So at that point now, you're 1 step behind. It's because of the energy.
Now that being said, one of the good things about energy is you can maybe keep a hand that's not necessarily a great one,
right,
and still pull out from it, because energy is another resource that you're getting, and it's keeping people playing Magic instead of sitting there and dying on camera.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, and that is the good part about the energy too, is it does help a lot of come from behind.
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't get that turn 2 play. Oh man, I didn't get the turn 3 play. But you were able to kind of keep the board clear with things like Harness Lightning or even a Shock. And then you have that pool of energy to use, so when you go and you steal something, a lot of people like to play Hostage Takers or the Scarab God in the energy deck. So when you go and you steal something out of the graveyard or something, now you not only have a creature, you also have some energy to work with. If you steal something like a Whirler Virtuoso, now you can double up on blockers. So it's really been very interesting and very cool to see the interactions that energy has, even with the non-Kaladesh cards. Some of the things that people can do. So
Yeah, no, it's been interesting. I'm glad to see that it's not one of those. For a little while, we've had a few of the core set, the set abilities that are like specific to the set, have not been quite that stellar. Investigate was kind of weird.
And there was like one Investigate deck that was pretty decent, but it was very niche.
Yeah, and like the Landfall's always been pretty decent.
Landfall was very fun, and I do miss that rotated out. That's a lot of fun.
But like the energy ability, the mechanic is really neat. It does dominate standard right now. It's
right now
very strong.
Right.
And that's, there's always going to be a top tier deck. There's just always
there always has been in all the years of Magic has been. There's always been the top tier. The sign of I've always stated though, the sign of a healthy standard though is if you have 2 or 3 equally playable top tier decks. So.
And I imagine that since we flip-flopped rotations a couple times and all that, that now with Rivals, it's Rivals of Ixalan.
Rivals is coming out, yeah. Very excited for that set. Spoilers are coming out.
It's so weird that there's Explorers of Ixalan as the board game and Rivals is the set, and it's the same, and I don't know.
I always mix them up. Yeah, I don't know. People are like, Explorers? Oh, is that oh, no, it's not.
Yeah, so Rivals, so now that that's coming out, that's like, I'm hoping that it'll kind of change things up a little bit, and we'll see some more dinosaurs that are going to change things, so we'll be able to actually play a pretty fun, decent dinosaurs list. It's not like will it or won't it,
Right.
Yeah, because they're pretty.
They're missing one key piece, and I think if I can speak on that, historically in the past when we had 3-set rotations or 3-set standards, however you want to say it, you had your main set and then you had 2 kind of add-ons, right? And the add-ons added things to whatever tribe or whatever synergy you were trying to build to try to help complete them. Supplement, right? Mm-hmm. And I think in Ixalan now, everyone, I know I can speak for me, I'm waiting with bated breath to see what is going to be the supplemental add-ons that will make these tribes just that much stronger, that much more playable. Like you mentioned, dinosaurs. They gave dinosaurs a good start. They've got a good base, a good core.
Oh yeah.
And they're absolutely playable. They're just missing one key. I can't quite put my finger on it. There's just one key piece that they need, and I'm sure Wizards knows that because they've always held back that winning card or something for the second set.
They really do test well.
And they do, yeah.
They play test everything very well.
Oh, they really do. So I'm excited to see where, and I'm sure it's going to explode on the scene because Gruul good stuff has always been a hot contender
I mean,
in standards.
red, green, go fast. It's easy to pick up.
Right.
Good for new players. They love hitting hard and fast. Honestly, thinking about it just now, like I can't. The Dinosaurs has Undiscovered Paradise.
Right.
There are the Undiscovered Country. The tap for anything. Name a dinosaur. Taps for one mana of any color. The land.
Yes.
Undiscovered something.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. But you
Country
can name
Paradise,
any
creature
tribe,
type. Yeah,
any
yeah.
creature type, any tribe. So you tap it and you can cast one mana. So
Yeah.
they gave them that.
They've got fixing.
Right.
They have cost
Commune.
reducers.
They have cost reducers. They have Commune,
They have
which is
Commune.
essentially a Tune with Aether 2.0,
Yeah.
but for dinosaurs.
Maybe what they need is a Chief Lord.
And that's what I was thinking. We have, I forget his name. He's the big guy, Whiptail or something. He's the big guy. He's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
expensive.
yeah.
That makes
The-
3/3s.
The Whiptail's a 3/4 reach or something.
Oh, not
Weird.
okay. So it's not that guy. Thundering Spineback. That's
That's it. Yeah.
He's essentially, he's the Lord in the sense of the definition of he gives all dinos +1/+1.
Yeah.
He's really, really expensive. I love his
Yeah.
ability. His, add 4, make a 3/3. That's fantastic. And the +1/+1. And I'm actually going to be building a deck here real soon that concentrates on just the high end dinos,
Yeah.
where it's all ramp, Thundering Spinebacks, and all the big dinos, and see
Yeah.
if maybe that's the way
I'm
to kind of
thinking
go.
I'd like
Maybe.
to see a mid-range Naya Dinosaurs where you have your early ones. There's the 2/1 haste one. And
The
all
one
that.
mana white one that gives them, all dinosaurs cost 1 less.
Yeah, and like I want to see like a mid-range because I think blossoming defense is really good for dinosaurs. Because you're protecting your good ones. You're swinging in. It just a way to get that. A cheaper lord.
A cheaper lord, yes,
Yeah, a
would
cheaper
be.
lord would be good, and Rampaging Ferocidon's a really good mid-range.
It is a fantastic mid-range card. I mean, it is absolutely busted. Actually, I'd even go so far as to say it's a busted card.
It's really good, and the one that is a 3/3 for 4, and if you control another dinosaur, it gets +2/+0 and trample.
Yes, I can't remember.
Very
But yeah,
good,
very
mid-range,
good.
yeah.
Even some of the humans that aren't dinosaurs get. This human
Yeah.
gets flying. This human gets +3/+3. So there is definitely a lot of synergy there. It just needs, like you said, one thing like a small dinosaur lord or something that brings it all together and kind of helps glue the whole deck together.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, because usually you just feel like, oh man, this is terrible. They're not letting me have cards. And,
Right, they keep pulling cards on my hands and
Yeah.
killing my big guys, and
Yeah,
it's terrible when you get your mana dork fatal push. That just hurts. You go, oh, I was gonna play this 4 mana guy on turn 3, but no, I can't.
yeah, yeah. And usually that 4 mana guy is enormous.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Raptors I was just talking
Like
about.
the
It was-
Ripjaw Raptor, yeah.
Yeah, it was the one that's gonna be a 5/3.
Oh, 5/3,
Because you
yeah, I
have
know what
another
you-
dinosaur out there, that you
Right.
played earlier. He's gonna be a 5/3, and he's gonna hit hard. Or the other one, is it a 5/5 trample haste, charging monster sword?
Charging Monster Sword, yes. The new, what was the Eldrazi? The 5/5 trample Eldrazi that
Reality
bounced
Smasher?
Reality Smasher. Essentially the new Reality Smasher for standard. Without the cool little counterspell ability, but still a 5 mana 5/5 with trample and haste. I will take that all day long.
Still really good. Yeah.
Still really good.
Yeah.
So.
It's just unfortunate that it doesn't have the same ability as Reality Smasher. Like the.
The counter ability was nice, and playing with the Eldrazi was really nice, but
What's up, buddy?
I heard you're on your round 1 opponent. I was.
Yep. Is it time for round 2? Has it started yet?
Not yet, no.
Okay. Well, David, it was good, buddy. Hopefully
Hey.
we'll get a chance to play.
great to talk to y'all. I'm also on Twitch. Check me out at FireDog with a 3 and a 0.
There you
Come see
go.
the streams,
Yeah.
man. Good
Plug
talking to
it.
you guys.
Alright. My first round opponent is on his way, or second round opponent. We're at that point now. So we'll get that started soon. Should have locked the door like I said. Alright, come on out in. And you are Scott, correct? Alright.
Nice to meet you.
It's good to meet you too. Good luck. Let me get my keys out of the way here. The playing field is here, so that's what's on screen.
Gotcha. What about as far back?
All the way back.
Group.
So I can't see the screen over there to see what's actually in your hand, so don't worry about that.
Let me dirty it out.
Yeah. So I can't actually see that, but
Okay.
take it easy on me. I'm playing a homebrew. There you go. But yeah, this is our stream. It's called Card Shop Talk. High roll? Sure. Alright. That is a pair of twos.
I think I got it.
8. Yeah, you got it. That 8 is bigger than 2. Or 4, whatever it was I rolled.
I will be on play.
Gonna be on the play? Alright.
Okay.
We're gonna keep.
Go ahead.
Alright. Draw. Rebound Craig. Pass.
You're wrong. That thing. And go.
Long test cub.
You're good.
Alright, I'll draw for the turn. We were just talking about that earlier, about long test cub.
Oh, it's so good.
Yep.
Except when.
Treasure map.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to read everything. I'm sorry. I haven't
No, that's
played in a long
fine.
time.
That's perfectly alright. That's part of it, man. It's not like it's hidden information. Also remember, in Twitch, if you're watching, you can hit exclamation, type in the name of the card, and it will pull up in the chat exactly what the card is. I'll pass back to you. Yep.
Bash.
Yep. For 2? Alright, I'll go to 18.
I get 2 energy.
Yep.
I'll use this. I see.
Oh. Play a land.
Oh, I got 3 from playing.
Yeah, yeah. You should have 5 energy.
Okay.
I'm gonna play Gift of Paradise on my desert.
Okay.
So it'll tap to make 2 mana of any one color to my mana pool, and I gain 3 life. Right? Yep.
So 21?
21. Yep. Pass to you.
Enters the battlefield, I get 1. Right?
Yep.
So I get a 6. So then. Large and less?
Yep.
5. Double it. 22.
Yep. You got it. Yep. I wonder what I'd do in this matchup. Not much of anything, I don't think. Pretty sure it's just lose.
That was probably the nuts draw, so.
I mean, you know, those happen. That's part of playing Magic. I don't have any sideboard tech for that.
I don't know what your fault.
It's okay. It's a mystery this time. If you get a really good hand again, then, you know, you may never know. Or if you really want to know,
I'll check out.
just
Twitch.
just watch the Twitch chat or Twitch channel and rewatch it all. The first little bit of it's probably really boring because I didn't have a round one opponent, so you know, whatever. But yeah, you can rewatch it. Follow if you want. I've made a threat to all of Twitch that if I don't get 50 followers soon, I'm going to kill a whale. So if they want to save a whale, I'll be on the plate. If they want to save a whale, they need to follow, because I'm serious. We'll keep it.
I'm on the draw. I'm on the draw. Okay. Sure.
All right. And we'll play a Sun Petal Grove and pass.
Go ahead.
Paid off, huh?
It did.
Draw did not pay off. Oh, this hand's miserable. Pass.
Okay. Draw.
Yep. Yep. You get 2 energy, right? 2. Energy.
Nice. Okay. Go ahead.
I don't know why we're using a Vanguard card, but we are. Even better, draw. Pass to you.
Third land. I'll use 1, gain 3.
All right.
So use 1, go to 1, gain 3, go to 4.
Yep.
Okay.
And you can pay 3 to give him +1/+1 and hexproof, right?
Yep.
Cool. What do we do now, team? Treasure map. Okay, we'll try that again. Pass. I made it past turn 4, guys. We're doing it. We're living. This is all Josiah's fault, by the way. Yep. So he has +1/+1 in flying.
I draw a card.
Yep.
Like that.
Yep.
And attack.
4 or 7.
Yes.
Go to 13. There's 13 on this die, I promise. Passing? Alright, end of turn I'm gonna tap treasure map and scry and put a counter on it. So put a counter on him, scry to the bottom. Untap. Keep draw. Is this where we lose? Probably again. That sucks. I think the converted mana cost of my hands was 16 plus 12. 28?
Yeah.
So 28 plus 4, 32, plus 3, 35.
Oh.
Total converted mana cost of my hand. It's been some good draws over here.
Let's see. You got 4.
Yeah, I'm on my way. And we will continue to hold up the game. No, we won't. We'll pay 4, and we will binding the cat.
Cat's mine.
Cat's bound.
Okay.
Pass. It's about as good as it gets right now. So I played against many versions of this aggro energy deck over time. And it's a really fun deck. It's really interesting. I like it quite a bit. The day after Kaladesh came out, one of my regulars came in and was super excited about the whole set, you know, and was like, "I've got this really cool pummeler deck. You want to see?" All right.
Okay. I just started back last Friday, right?
Yeah.
From like years and years of not playing, and I went online and was like, oh, this deck's doing well. It's under $100.
And isn't that a great thing about Standard right now? Is you can just, for $100, you can pick up and play a competitive deck.
I'm in there.
I mean, I don't think this deck was more than 100 either. As a matter of fact, I know it was less than 100.
Oh, I think I got it.
You got, oh yeah, you got the larger.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's 5, 8, 12, 13.
Yep, you got it. So how did your first round go?
I was against the blonde chick in there.
Yeah, April.
April? Okay. And here's your energy.
Oh, thanks.
She and I ended up going to turns and drawing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she was playing cats?
She was playing cats.
Yep, still on the cats.
Yep, I had no idea what was happening the first game. And I think I got her to like 3 or something like that. And I was like, buff this guy, swing in the air. Okay. And she's like, put all of your guys in the bottom of your library, go get some lands.
Oh yeah.
What is what?
Settle the wreckage. What a card.
Is this really?
Yeah.
They printed this?
They've been calling it, it's been nicknamed, because of Path to Exile. People have been calling it Path to God and Wrath to Exile, because it's like Wrath of God.
Wrath to Exile.
Yeah. So it's had a few names, and they're both really interesting names for it. I think the card is really neat.
Fuck that card.
It's pretty dumb. It's pretty dumb.
I was like, how long have you been holding that? She's like, the whole game.
Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do.
She's at 3. She was at 3.
So that game I had to, when I scried, the only thing I actually did constructively last game was scry, and I had a fumigate on the top, but 4 lands in play and then in hand, so it had to go away. I was going to try to save it, but...
You could have, scryed at the end of my turn, untap scry at the beginning of your turn before drawing.
I did scry at the end of your turn.
But then, like, untap and then scry one more time before drawing. So that way you could have ensured a lane. Maybe.
Yeah, but it had to go to the bottom because it was a 5-drop. I scryed at the end of your turn, looked at the fumigate. If I left it, I would have drawn it. Yeah.
So what are you playing? I didn't even get to see it.
Okay, so the idea, it's a weird deck. The idea is kind of to keep everyone off of everything. You know, just kind of, because I had in the first game, I had Sweltering Suns in hand, but I couldn't get the double red to actually be able to cast it to wrath, or to burn your board away.
You're speaking a different language. I haven't seen any of this.
You play cards like this where they have to attack. Trove of Temptation, they have to attack you at least once, and you get a treasure each turn.
Okay.
You play other ramp spells to try to get as much mana as you can, as fast as you can, to play Aid from the Cowl. Aid from the Cowl has a revolt trigger at the beginning of your end step. If a permanent you control left the battlefield this turn, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a permanent card, you may put that into play.
Okay.
Onto the battlefield. So you sack your treasures to do things that you get from this and from treasure map and from other things. You know, you're blocking aggressively. Your guys are dying to get aggressively costed creatures like Burning Sun's Avatar, Sandworm Convergence.
Nice. I wanted to build a deck with this.
Yeah, and Overwhelming Splendors like the Piece de Resistance. Like that's what you're trying to get. And it also runs the Black Gear Hall if you want to hit that guy too.
What in the world?
Yeah, Humility, among other things. Like if you hit that, you're doing great. And then it runs Verdant Sun's Avatar. So the idea is just to go as fast as you can. However, when you play a deck that goes faster, it's a little bit hard to get there because it doesn't really run any one-shot kill spells. So there's no Harness Lightning. There's nothing to really single target removal. You're just trying to ramp early.
Is this 4 color? 5 color?
It's mostly 3-color.
Oh, is it? Okay, I just see.
Yeah, there's a lot of colors in here.
Okay.
There's negates in the board and things like that. Like,
Because if you got black in there, I mean, push has been so solid against me. And
Fatal Push is a strong card.
whatever that thing is that she used against me that you said.
Oh, Settle the Wreckage?
Yeah, the red tags on.
Yeah, Settle the Wreckage is very strong.
It seemed pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. We didn't go to time.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it pretty quickly. Like, I'm sure that was fun if you were watching. You know, like just to watch the right hands for the kill. You know, like
Blue green, under $100.
yeah, and like we've got most of those cards here. Like, should have all of those cards here, and you know I've seen a couple versions of that. There's the red green version initially was what was up. That one ran Harness Lightning and such, because I don't know if you've seen that card. A red and a colorless. Choose target creature, gain 3 energy. You may spend energy to deal that many damage to that creature. So
That's a spell or a creature?
it's a spell.
Oh, okay.
So you can pay 2 and shoot something
Bolt
for
something.
3 in general, or if it's smaller, you can get some energy from it. Or if it's bigger and you have some energy already, you just outright kill it.
I really like the blue-green guy though. He's just so
Oh,
good.
yeah,
He
no,
does
no.
everything. He puts a body on the field, draws you a card, gets you energy, and will probably kill something.
Rogue Refiner's way too good. Like
He should be a rare, epic or whatever.
mythic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really should.
No, he's really good. That guy. The Teamer Energies lists have always been pretty strong when you have Rogue Refiner and Whirler Virtuoso to make Thopter tokens and all that. Like the blue, red, green energy just really got a good toolbox right now.
I do. It's kind of broken.
Yeah, well, I was just talking to David earlier before this round began about energy and how it's such a neat, free resource that comes along with the other things you would do just in general while playing Magic. Like Attune with the Aether.
Which seems too good. They should really be, like, one maybe. One okay.
Yeah, 1 energy, or make it cost 2, and then you get 2 energy,
Yeah,
you know?
that makes more sense.
But still, it's still a good card. It lets you play Magic when you might otherwise be ruined.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Fair point, yeah.
When you might otherwise be ruined, you're actually still in it.
I was debating about, I didn't get a chance to test or anything, but the snake, the green-black snake, that adds a counter or whatever.
Winding Constrictor?
That works towards the energy counters, right?
I don't think so, but I'm not sure on that. I know it's whenever, I think it's whenever a permanent you control would have a counter put on it, but I'm not sure how energy works.
I think Rush has the card. I'll have to go out there and check. But I was watching some stream or some video, and I think it worked that way. I could be completely wrong.
See, I didn't play any of that at all.
You know what it's called?
Winding Constrictor. I know the name, I don't know the card very well. If I had the Twitch chat pulled up, I could hit the exclamation point, the name of the card, and pull it up.
Okay. 1 or more counters would be placed on an artifact or a creature you control that many of those. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's on an artifact or a creature, so it wouldn't affect your energy.
Wait. If you would get 1 or more counters, you get that many of those counters plus 1 instead.
Okay, yeah, maybe you do get an extra energy.
So 2-3 for 2.
But yeah, no, he's really good. He's seen a lot of play.
Yeah, helps out all the energies. So.
He's being played in the Sultai energy list, I know that much, and he was being played in 4-color energy too, I thought.
I have
With Frascos as well, because like that Planeswalker is pretty strong with
Vraska. The dragon?
Vraska, the Gorgon Planeswalker.
Oh.
She's the green-black one,
Yeah.
the pirate. She's everything. She's a Gorgon pirate Planeswalker that's green-black. Whatever.
Yeah, I just found out last Friday that Scarab God goes back to your hand, so...
Yeah.
Bear with me on these names.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. So that's one of the weird things about the way Magic is now. I don't know how long or when you started playing and when you stopped.
Back when it was Primeval Titans and Valakut's running around everywhere.
Okay.
And then, let's see. Probably about 3 or 4 sets after that.
Okay, so you played up until maybe Infect?
No, I remember that. I remember it.
Played at least until Scars of Mirrodin Block?
I think that might have been it, yeah.
Yeah.
And back to, I remember Darksteel Titan and like Ravager.
Okay, so all the way back to original Mirrodin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mirrodin to Mirrodin.
Mirrodin to Mirrodin. Yeah, there you go then. Full circle. So like over the last few years, I would say in the last 3 years, where there are so many like YouTubers and people who are trying to be internet famous, you know, and everyone's out there doing this, and they're doing these analyzation videos where they're just like, these are the best plays, these are everything. There are a lot of people out there who watch 2 hours of YouTube and they're experts. But there's
That's
so
everybody.
yeah, well, yeah, and there's so much information out there now with a GP or an Open almost every weekend now, and like it's just all out there for everyone to see now. It's there's a whole lot of information to take in the first little bit, you know, because like if you haven't been a part of the meta and you're in the middle of a rotation, you've got sets in both
Oh,
directions.
dude, yeah.
Yeah, like
I'm having a lot of trouble.
yeah, there's a lot of information there to pull in, and you know, it's both good and bad. It's good. There's a lot out there to do. You do get away with just about anything right now. It's bad in the fact that when someone comes in and says, I've been out of the game for a while, or they say, I want to learn to play, behind the counter for me, I'm just like,
Good luck.
well, what do you want to play? You know, and they're like, I don't know Magic. You know, so
Just give me a deck, man.
yeah.
I'll be good.
Yeah, so you can kind of work with them and figure it out usually, but you're doing great.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I'm just playing what's in my hand.
Yeah.
I figured this would be perfect to get back into it because I don't have to really. It's not too interactive. It's just like, oh, can I attack? Yeah. Okay. Let's do that.
Usually the spells that get you are the same spells that are going to keep getting you, so you just like know when to and when not to go for it.
Are they attacking my creature with something? I'll hex it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Hexproof. We're good. Move on.
Yeah.
Seemed pretty simple. You have no idea how excited I was whenever Rush told me, I was like, oh crap, I have no lands. Alright, mulligan down to 6. And he's like, you can scry now. And I was like,
yeah.
you can what?
So 95% of the people that came in the store that heard about the rules change, they're like, that seems stupid. That's so dumb. I can't believe they would change something that's been established for 20 years now, just now. Every single one of them, the very first time they mulliganed and looked at the top card and got to choose top or bottom, instantly,
Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. Loved everything about
Straight
it.
up, best thing ever.
Mhm.
Should have done it a long time ago. As soon as they were like, oh yeah, no, I get to scry. Put it on the bottom. This is the best. Perfect.
They should have scry 50.
Yeah, we'll just perfect. Yeah.
Alright, man.
Well, that was good games.
Yeah, good
Do
game.
you want to write us down on the paper? Do you have a
Sure, I'll do it.
Yeah,
There's
write
some
us
out
down.
there. I gotta get my nicotine fix.
Yeah. I'm gonna hang out in here, talk to these people some more, and ruin their night, and then probably pull someone else in here for another deck tech here in a minute.
Good game.
That was cool. I think I lost the fastest I've ever lost to energy, which you know, I got to scry one with my treasure map. That was kind of cool. I sure do hope Josiah wasn't watching me disrespect his deck like that. God. Of course, he may say otherwise, but I don't know that he would have done any better in that situation because that was more than 20 damage on like turn 4 and 5 both times.
I totally forgot my dice.
Yeah. There you go, buddy. But yeah, I'm gonna go see if I can find someone else to pull in for another quick talk. And remember, if you want to save a whale, follow. I haven't even decided what kind of whale I'm gonna kill yet, but one of them's gonna die. Got another deck tech on the way. We'll get started with that momentarily. The gentleman who I just played, we're going to deck tech his previous round's opponent.
Hey.
Hey, let's talk about how the last 2 rounds went.
Well, I drew round 1 and then I lost round 2, so I'm terrible.
So your round 1 opponent, I just played him.
Yeah.
Scott.
Mhm.
And he beat me on turn 4, game 1, and I think on turn 5, game 2. I played a treasure map and scribe once or twice, both games. So that was pretty much it. I just got rolled. So.
Well, I probably would have had him. I made him really fight for it. The round 1 opponent, and but then. We were playing really casually and conversational because that's how I play, and so it took too long. So we drew, unfortunately. But there was a little vagueness about who would have won, because if I had drawn a card, I would have gotten a Johnny Unyielding, and if he had drawn a card, he would have gotten.
Well, how about round 2?
So round 2, I lost pretty handily because Aaron is playing red, white. I think there's black in it. Vehicles, dwarves, tribal?
Mardu, dwarf.
Yeah,
driven
Mardu, dwarves.
vehicles.
Right, yeah, right. So, and his deck is super aggressive, and it still can be pretty close, but it comes down to who's on the play, and also who has a better hand, and he just happened to have all the right answers. And so that was unfortunate. I didn't actually win any games against him.
My round 1 opponent was late.
I'm sorry.
That happened.
Well, what
It's
happened? Did you guys draw 2?
No.
Oh, okay.
So cats, huh?
Yeah.
What's the super secret tech? What's been getting
I'll
it?
just pull out some cards. I have a 1 of a Johnny Unyielding. That one's fun because I have a 1 of the standard Gaia's Cradle. I'll pull that one out.
Growing Rights of Itlamok?
Yeah, Growing Rights. So that one's fun. I actually have quite a few answers in here that people aren't expecting, because once you get your synergy going with cats, it takes a couple turns to really have a massive major threats. So if people are super aggressive, I have to have an answer for them. So I run Settle the Wreckage to give myself an extra turn. I run 2 of them. I have, what else is in here? Ixalan's Binding. I've got 3 Blossom Defense main, just because it's generically good against things. There's the Growing Rights. I thought I had 3. Where'd the other one go? And then I usually side it out for better things, but it's just a combat trick. And then from there, so those are basically the flex spots. A Johnny I really like having in as a 1 of, because with Growing Rights I can get a ton of mana, and sometimes the game goes long, especially if I can get all the answers in time. Oh, I have a caster, I didn't pull that out either. And so if I can have all the answers in time, then I've given myself enough turns that by the time I've amassed a ton, if they also have a huge board, a Johnny gets through the board, their board state. I think I only have 1 last time. So anyway, so I answer stuff. Having extra turns is really important. Settle the Wreckage is it's kind of helpful. Well, so it's a super good card if they don't know that it exists. So I actually got my round 1 opponent with this. He did not know that this was a card.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he still played well. So he's still only attacked for this 1 threat. But usually that's what happens, is that if they see 4 mana up, then they're just holding onto the Settle the Wreckage rather than playing it out. And so then I'll just... They know that I'm holding Settle the Wreckage. And so they'll only attack with what's necessary to make me play it. And then they'll give me next turn. So it's usually like killing me for 1. So,
Yeah.
Which actually is probably a bad way to play that card. Now that I think about it, I should probably settle when they're attacking with everything, even if it's not lethal, because then I can get all their stuff. That's probably what I want to do with that.
Yeah.
Johnny.
So has the pouncing
Prowling Serpapard?
Prowling.
Prowling.
Serpder.
It actually it hasn't really done anything for it in terms of being countered. There's not a whole lot of counter spells in the meta. I ran into one counter spell in my round 1 opponent, he negated something. So it wasn't even relevant. But he's also just a 4/3 for 3. And then when counters get
How pushed is that card to make a 4/3 for 3 with an ability?
Nope.
That's pushing it pretty hard.
Nope.
So.
And then sideboard, I've got. This is all paper.
Should probably stop playing with dice on stream.
Oh.
So I was like spinning. Should probably stop
Make
doing
somebody
that.
dizzy. I have 3 Authority of the Consuls because it's just good.
Good for
But
Ramen Up?
especially, yes, Ramen Up and the Dwarf deck also is really good. Another one of these, Fragmentize is just because I know Aaron plays Mardu vehicles and it's really good. If I can get it. If I can't, then, you know, whatever. More Shaper Sanctuary. This is especially for, like, Teamer Energy. They always target stuff. Teamer Energy is probably my worst matchup. I've got 2 more of these. I don't have a lot of ways to answer them. This is for Pummeler.
So Gideon's Intervention for Pummeler and 2 more Prowling Serpopards.
For Teamer Energy?
You said Gideon's Intervention for Teamer Energy?
Yes, for Pummeler or for Longtusk Cub. Yep, and then Shaper Sanctuary also.
Cool.
It depends on their build too, because Teamer Energy is just a descriptor for lots of different decks. Sort of like in Legacy when you call it something Delver, it's like, yeah, okay, what does that mean? No,
Yeah.
what cards are you actually playing in a deck? So.
There are many different versions of Delver out there to play in Legacy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty correct. Then you got all these super cool cat tokens.
Yeah. So when I was at the Invitational in Roanoke this past weekend, I got all these cats. So some of these are, so actually this is a judge token. So we use these as judges for, like if we want to give feedback to another judge in an event, you can fill this out and give it to them during the event. So you don't have to interrupt whatever business they're doing. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, it's also a token. So.
Cat token. I'm not very good at this whole camera thing. I might be dumb.
These, that one, and this one, that both match my cats at home. This one looks like my Nahiri. Nahiri is a calico, just like this. So that's my Nahiri. And then this is Elspeth. My Elspeth is actually mostly white on her belly and face, but it's pretty close.
But anyways, cat tokens, they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
So.
You missed the zombies. I've got zombies also.
Oh, so you play zombies?
Zombie cats.
Oh. Kind of creepy looking.
And then I got sacred cats.
Yeah,
I've got a ton of stuff. Standard cats and adorned package.
So good matchups, bad matchups for cats?
Team Energy is awful. And so Team Energy, if I'm gonna play it competitive, I want to mess around with my sideboard more than it is set up now, because the way it's set up now is for our Fnm meta. So like Fragmentize is probably not good at real competitive events. So like, because I was judging the Invitational this past weekend, and they.
If you don't know, she's a level 2 judge for Magic the Gathering.
Yes.
Yep.
So I was judging the Invitational, and everything that was being played in Standard was Teamer Energy or Ramen Up Red. So Ramen Up Red, I have to have answers quickly. Obviously, everybody does. So Shaper Sanctuary Authority of the Consuls is okay. So I can usually handle that post-board. Pre-board, it kind of sucks unless I have an aggressive hand because I have lifelink. And lifelink is super relevant, obviously. So Teamer Energy, I have to deal with. This sideboard's not set up for that. I don't know what else is out there. What's outside? I don't remember.
I'm in here playing silly homebrews. So I've been telling everyone that's watching that if they don't follow and I don't hit 50 followers soon, I'm gonna kill a whale. Because they need to follow so they can save a whale. I said save the whales, but let's be honest, 50 followers is not going to save the whales.
Not all the whales, but it's going to save one whale.
However, 50 followers by some time that I haven't decided yet, I'm going to hold this whale hostage for an undescript amount of time. 50 followers or the whale dies. I'm not even sure what kind of whale yet, but I know there's longfin whale, colossal whale, great whale. There are several whales in Magic.
I want you to do the Leviathan.
No, I'm not. I didn't. A Leviathan's not a whale. I'm going to kill a whale. They're going extinct fast. And if I don't get 50 followers by some point in time, whenever I decide, you'll know when I decide. I'm gonna kill one. So, you know.
You should collect all of the whales in the same, just all the whales in the entire store. So it'll be a massacre of whales. All the whales.
Well, I'm not a monster. I'm just holding the world at
How do you
blackmail
know
with
you're
a
not a
whale.
monster?
Because a monster would do that, and I'm not gonna rip up all the whales in the store.
I think that'd be funny.
I'm just gonna kill one whale unless I get 50 followers soon.
Keep looking at that camera like you're gonna threatening it.
Well,
You are. It's true.
I am threatening all the people out there in Twitch watching us. I don't normally like try to rip things that hard, but I actually just really want to rip up a card. That's really all I want to do is rip something into pieces.
Because you're a terrible player and you play Flip It or Rip It, and I hate you.
Flip it or rip it is something that I enjoy.
Have you mentioned this before on Twitch?
I haven't personally mentioned Flip It or Rip It on Twitch yet.
It is the worst game. It's gross. I hate it.
We're not gonna tell them what Flip It or Rip It is until they ask in the chat, what is Flip It or Rip It?
How do you know if they've asked you?
I'll know.
Okay.
I can't see Twitch chat right now, but I'll know when they ask,
Okay.
and then we'll talk about it. But I need them to ask first. But anyways, so energy, bad matchup for cats. I have talked to just about everyone that's come in today about energy and what they feel about it, and if they feel that it's good or toxic for the format. And I feel that it's a pinnacle in the format, something to try to beat.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm not sure yet if it's beatable, if that summit is attainable at this moment. Do you think it can be done?
So I had conversations with the judges at the Invitational, and they all believed that the format was solved, and because it was solved, so basically Teamer Energy was the deck, and there was no, like, it is the pinnacle, and there's nothing else. Like, because we saw so many at the Invitational, and the Invitational is all the pros. All the pros are watching, and they're playing. Not watching, they don't care. They're playing, and they pick the deck that they think is going to beat everything else, and everybody brought the same deck.
Yeah.
So, and we were so frustrated because I was day one, I was doing deck checks, and so I was looking through everybody's decks, and everybody else who was doing deck checks with me, they were also all looking at energy, and so we were all complaining about, have you seen anything other than Teamer Energy this weekend? No. And so I guess, right now I don't see anything. Part of the problem is that there is nothing in the format that lets us interact with energy counters.
Yeah.
You can't deal with them. Like, I'm sitting here with my big massive creatures, and I know he's got a pummeler, and he's got 15 energy.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot do anything except remove the pummeler. And I've only got, main board, 3 ways to remove it. I have 2 Ixalan's binding and a cast out.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can't deal with him, and he's not going to block because he knows he can kill me next turn because he's got larger than life and whatever, and that I can't do anything with that energy. And there's so many good cards that are pushed already, and then on top of that you get energy, and then there's payoffs for having energy. Longtusk Cub, they need to come up with something better than Solemnity. Solemnity. Like, I play white, and I don't play Solemnity because I actually rely on my counters myself. I want counters too.
Yeah.
So, I don't run Salinity, otherwise I would be good.
Yeah, it seems that energy, like I've said with everyone else, energy is a bonus action. It's something you get on top of doing something else. But at the same time, it allows you to keep playing Magic even when you wouldn't necessarily otherwise be able to. It's just a slightly imbalanced because it's free on top of other things that you're doing just as playing Magic. You'd be doing these things normally.
Attune with Aether.
Yeah, Attune with Aether is, as a matter of fact, is the example I've used all night. And continuing on in the same vein, you turn 1 Attune with Aether on a 1-land hand, go get a land, now you've got 2 energy and your second land drop. So and it's of any color, so you're just ready to go for whatever you need for turn 2.
Yeah, and Aether Hub gives you one as well.
Hub will give you an energy as well, which is pretty good.
Harness Lightning. Harness Lightning can kill the biggest creature you have out, and it's only going to give you 3 energy because you already got 15 energy.
Yeah.
And so it's a 2-drop for a ton of damage if you need it.
Yeah.
And that's also really good.
Thank God it doesn't say players as well.
Yeah, that would be rough.
Yeah. It's an interesting standard environment we have now. For a little while it was absolute cake town. Everyone got to do whatever they wanted, and it was a Wild West, and everyone was playing everything. And now it's kind of settled back down into what is the next team or energy list.
Yeah.
And as it has been for a little while since Saheeli and Felidar Guardian gave it the ban, got banned. So.
And the Whirler, not the Whirler, the Illuminae got turned, whatever.
Yeah, the
Marvel.
Aetherworks Marvel. Yeah,
That also got me.
I had a lot of fun playing against that too. And I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna look at the card and say it, or at the camera and say it. It's already been memed. My friend Big Dan has already memed me. So
I don't know what you're
gonna
referring to, but you can say it later.
It's jeez.
You don't have to say.
That card's banned.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because you said it in the.
Yeah,
the
already
commercial.
it's already been memed. I can't believe I did it again.
That card's banned.
Oh God, no! I just did it in stream. I'm about to get wrecked. I can't. Oh man.
Well, see, now they have to go watch the OG. That card's been banned.
Yeah, well.
There we go.
God, it's gonna follow me to my grave for weeks after that.
I'm king of this castle.
For weeks. For weeks after that video came out for the Standard Showdown where they just banned Aetherworks Marvel, random people who play in this store came to me and said, that card's banned. I just don't know what to do with it all. I just don't know.
I'm king of this castle.
Yeah, there was that video too.
Or Sydney kept asking you whether you'd found your dog yet.
Dinosaur.
Did she ask Dinosaur?
Yeah, because I was looking for dinosaurs in the Ixalan pre-release video. I can't believe I let Steven convince me to do these dumb things for the... I know I say for the world to see, but for the handful of people who come here who are in my life very nearly every day to come in
and make fun of you for them.
To make fun of me.
But that's part of the charm. Is like we go in and Bobby's goofy. And it's just proven because it's on YouTube now also, and now it's also on Twitch.
Yeah,
so it's just everywhere. Bobby's goofy.
Well, aw.
What?
I wanted to be a serious, hardcore Magic player.
But you play fun decks.
I play fun decks.
Because you...
Because...
I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, you're gonna say because I can't play competitive decks.
You're a bad player.
Because I'm a bad player who can't play competitive decks. Go ahead. let the world know that the reason why I play bad decks is so I'll have an excuse when
Because
I
they're
lose.
fun. Because people are still gonna have fun in addition to destroying you.
They don't destroy me.
No, that's true. I mean, sometimes you
Now,
gobble them.
as far as stream goes, constant. I don't think I've won any games.
Yeah, so
on
Sydney rolled you
stream.
with cats last time.
Yes, she did. She did.
Yeah.
She rolled me pretty hard, and then I just played blue-green pummeler and got pummeled on turn 4 in game 1, and like, you know, I mean, one of these days, I'm gonna win a game on stream. I did win one of the Spice Rack in our league, but it wasn't the one that counted for points. It was one we played afterwards for fun, and he got stuck on bad lands. So, I'm gonna win a round on stream sometime. Probably not tonight.
Wait, what's your record now? 0-2?
0-2. So.
Well, we could end up playing because I'm 1-1. Because I
Yeah.
drew back one.
Yeah. So we'll see.
So I can play now.
We could end up playing, but
You know exactly. I mean, it's
I've
sitting
already
right in front
played
of you.
cats. But I'm not playing the deck I played last week when I played cats.
Oh.
I'm playing something completely different.
We'll keep it a secret. I won't be surprised by it. Is that a Yu-Gi-Oh card? What is that?
This is a Vanguard card that says energy on it for our energy counter. That is a stealth beast.
Stealth Beast Bandit 8.
Yep, I'll show it to the camera. See, it says energy on it. It's stupid.
You don't know how to do this. No. This way.
Check out the cool glare. It says energy right there. Yeah, we'll have a better light set up soon. We got some stuff on the way to make it look better in here. Luckily, all of our lights are on currently, not just half of them, so it doesn't look like a ghost town in here. Yeah, it's going to look good. It's going to get better. The stream will, I hope. That's the plan. We're going to keep going until it is really good, and hopefully I'll get better at it, and everyone who's watching right now and unsubscribing won't be bored, and I won't be sitting in a corner ripping up a whale.
Okay, talk to me about the Spice Rack. I don't really understand the concept and when it's going to be. Like,
Generally, the idea, I'll talk to you and to the camera.
okay.
That's a good setup question, whether you do it or not. The Spice Rack is going to be more of a casual type show where myself and Josiah, or one or the other, play something spicy. Something either we will brew up a deck, both of us brew up some decks, play them against each other, or we will have someone come in who's playing a weird version of a deck that has something spicy extra in the deck and play them on stream. And that will be something that we do weekly. We're hoping on Tuesdays at 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock for an hour. We'll start at 2 and go for an hour. We'll have where Josiah and I brew up a deck to play against each other in the same format. We'll call that Bang and Brews, because we're going to bang brews together and see what happens.
That's cute.
Every now and then we will take a couple.
Hey, you won your match.
Oh, I got it. No, he got it 2-0.
Every now and then
It's
I
his
will take and every now and then I will have someone come in from each of our tournaments at certain points and have them come in and play a couple games with me. We'll talk with them, ask them how their deck performs and what they like about it and what they dislike about it, and things like that. And it'll just be kind of casual conversation with some of our local Magic players to find out what they like and what they don't like in their decks and things like that. On top of, every now and then, Josiah and I will have some brews and we'll just find them together to see what happens.
Sounds like your life.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be pretty casual, and we'll do whatever we do. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. But yeah, now the Spice Rack Tuesdays, hopefully 2 to 3 o'clock every Tuesday.
What are you going to play this Tuesday?
This Tuesday is going to be banging brews. I don't want to spoil too much, but Josiah and I have a couple modern decks we're going to bang together and
I like
see
modern.
what. Yeah, we're going to see what happens. You play elves in modern. And I've got a spicy homebrew that I hope to have and play on the Spice Rack soon. We'll not talk too much about it either. A girl's got to have her secrets. And
he's a girl.
Yeah, well, alright then.
You walked into that one.
Yeah, it's fine. So I'm gonna try to play that eventually, but one little hint I can provide about this Tuesday's Spice Rack is both decks will be Mardu in Modern.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's gonna be pretty good. We're both gonna try some spicy variants. I'm gonna try a spicy variant on an established list, and Josiah's gonna try a very spicy brew
Which spice?
on a very, very established modern deck. Yeah.
I have some guesses. I'm not gonna throw them out there.
It's not traditionally Mardu, but he's gonna try a Mardu version of it. Yeah.
Huh. Okay,
That's all I'm gonna say, so I don't spoil it.
Mardu elves, yeah.
Yeah, Mardu elves. It's gonna be terrible. No elves whatsoever. You know, that's a good way is to get to save the whale is to subscribe before, or to follow, not subscribe. Maybe that's what we're trying to get to, because I mean, I really do not know what we're trying to get followers towards, because I don't know how the internet works.
Oh.
I don't know how Twitch works. I can barely spell it. It's like we got to get so many followers to get to be bona fide, so we can have prospects. And I don't know. I was just told it's what we needed, so I figured, challenge accepted. I'll just take the challenge, and then some of our friends have been out and about, and they came in earlier and interrupted the stream, and that's what became of it.
What happened?
They talked to me. You can watch it later on the video on demand on Twitch and find out exactly what happened.
Fine, I guess I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, you can watch it at home and find out exactly what happened. But long story short, I'm gonna kill a whale if I don't get 50 followers soon. I know you're out there watching.
No, they're not. That was really mean of me. But if you don't know me, that's actually what I always do to Bobby. Is I'm just mean. I'm a terrible human being.
I mean, whatever.
No. Don't accept that. That was mean of me. Hey, look at my elves. They're cats and elves.
You got the bite.
Oh, I got the bye.
April.
Are we playing? I can see.
Okay.
I want to play against Bobby. You want to play?
I guess that's what's happening.
I won't say no to a free win.
Enjoy your win, sir.
Thank you.
I guess I'm playing against cats. I suppose you'll enjoy your win too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then. Let's play a quick game, and then
Look. These sleeves are perfect for me because they're cats and they're elves.
Oh, they're
It's
Lorwyn elves
Imperious
too. They have horns.
perfect. Yep.
Cool.
Cat elf.
So, let's play a game, and then I'm gonna pull someone else in for another deck tech.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll probably get my friend Josh to come in here and do a deck tech with me.
Josh, what does he play?
He is playing a homebrew, and I want to know more.
Yeah.
I want to know more about his homebrew. So, would you like to, are you a high roller?
Yeah, 3 dice.
That's not what I meant. I meant, do you want to do high roll or low roll?
Yeah, I know. 3 dice high rolling.
Oh,
That's high rolling.
high stakes, huh?
Yeah. That's not high stakes.
That would be a 6.
That is cute though. Look at the triplets.
If anyone out there is watching and paid any attention to the last round, when I rolled 2 dice, I rolled a pair of 2s. Further falling into the trap of the game that I love to play called Don't Roll 2. I have rolled nothing but 2s all night tonight. So go ahead and roll a d6, roll a 6 on it, and beat me.
Wait,
That's
if I
a
get
4.
so if I get a 6, I tie it with you. So
Yeah,
I
well,
actually have to roll 2
You
many,
can't
but I'm gonna roll all
possibly
3.
roll less than 6.
4. Okay.
All you needed to do
Not
was
everybody
roll
got
a
to see
6.
that, but it was a 9. So.
Yeah, these dice are kind of small and they're not very high contrast.
Oh, I do have big dice.
Oh, you do, huh? Oh, excellent. Those will work
Big.
perfectly. Let's see, on stream, on the camera.
Yeah,
they
that
look
looks great.
They look great. We'll set them over here to the right. All right, are you on the play or the draw?
I'm on the play.
All
Does
right.
anybody ask for the draw?
Sometimes.
Two-headed giant. Two-headed giant will ask for the draw usually.
Sometimes, and some other decks like to be on the draw, especially, if they're trying to set up a combo, they want that extra card. 8-rack would like to be on the draw. I think my super spicy modern deck sometimes likes to be on the draw.
Which one?
The one I can't talk about.
They're all super spicy.
Yeah, I know. I love spicy. I love spicy decks. I like to bring the
It's
spice.
fun.
That's why we called it the spice
Can we
rack.
talk about the one that you brought to Charlotte?
That's one of the ones that I'm going to try to keep quiet
Okay.
until we actually do it.
That's what I thought.
There's some more.
What point is this?
There's some more edits I would like to do. The tape is the bounds of the display, so that anything you put on the tape, in between the tape, is where it will be seen. So, you're on the play, huh? We're gonna toss this one back. I can't keep
This
this
would
one.
be so good. Look at that. This card's beautiful. I gotta show this off.
You can hold it up to the camera. I'll look away.
See, curve, so nice. Turn 1, turn 2. I'll show you. I don't care. Turn 3 or turn 3, and then turn 5, and then an answer for when he tries to win, which he won't.
So, boy,
Like I said, I'm sorry, Twitch. This is just what I do to Bobby.
if you like watching me get wrecked, I'm sure you'll save a whale. Anyways, yeah, that was all on curve, except there was no mana.
Yeah,
No
that's why I didn't keep it. Alright, we're going to 6.
We'll both go to 6. Good news is, since there's a level 2 judge at the table, if I have a judge question, I'll just ask her, and then if I don't like it, we'll look it up, because she might just be like,
I might be wrong. Is that what you're saying?
you might have your best interest at heart.
No, this is true, actually. And there is no other judge out there. Out there. In another room, not like out in the world.
I'm gonna keep this one. I'm not even gonna wait on you to decide whether if you're gonna keep yours. I'm gonna leave that.
I'm gonna bottom that. Okay. I am gonna play an unclaimed territory named Cat and pass.
Okay. Draw for the turn. That card I scried. Don't look.
Sorry.
That's cheating.
It's cheating. I don't want to cheat. I'm sorry.
Did you name kittens?
I named Cat,
Oh.
not kittens. Kittens is not a creature type.
It is now. Because of
I didn't know you had that
unstable.
kind of power.
Because of unstable.
Really?
The
There's a
half
kitten?
Yeah, there's the half and half. I'm pretty sure it's a kitten.
Plesko drew those. Is it Andrea Plesko? No. Who is it that does these?
I don't really know.
Because she's the one, I don't remember, but she was showing at the invitational, she was showing off her stuff. Okay, I'm going to play that, sorry. I'm gonna pass.
Untap, draw.
These guys.
Hashtag Oasis.
Hashtag Oasis.
Not a violet, not Naga Vitalist. Don't confuse me. I was talking. You can't pass.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sunpetal Grove. I'm I'll check.
No blocks.
Okay. You go to 18.
18.
I will play the Bestiary.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And upkeep. Draw. Planes?
Mm-hmm. top that and then draw for turn. Cats, again.
As you can see, it was very easy for me to lose on turn 4 to
Yes.
energy.
This is all you've played.
Yeah.
And then I'm on turn 4. Yes. I can see, I can see it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be arrogant. Actually, I did, but that's just because I'm a terrible person. Okay, so there's that. That's what I scribed at the top.
Yep.
Alright, I get to look at the top 4, 2, 3, and I get to reveal a creature card from among them. And I've got 2 choices here, but I think this one's the clear choice. Okay, I'm gonna reveal Prowling Serpentine.
Serpenter.
That's gonna go in my hand. Oh, you know what? If I had taken the other one was a Sacred Cat, and I could cast it this turn. Oh well. I tapped for them. This way. Is that okay with you?
Judge. Is it okay with you, Judge?
If it's okay with the opponent, it's okay with me.
It's okay with me.
Okay, great. Thanks.
You need to get in contact with all your judge friends and have them follow so that I won't have to kill a whale.
Okay.
Okay. Are you going to attack?
Right.
16.
Pass.
Draw. Crap. Evolving Wilds. Pass.
Okay. Upkeep trigger.
I'm going to go ahead and go get my Evolving Wilds land.
Yeah, I'll keep this on top and draw for turn.
Plains.
That's fine.
What you got?
I'm gonna attack correctly is what I'm gonna do. Feral Prowler, I'm gonna pay an extra green so that I can draw a card from it.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to cut my library because I went and
Ooh,
searched. Don't you get excited.
I'm getting excited because I just found another land that makes my 5th land, so I can read the Caracal that's in my hand.
Yeah, don't tell me.
Well, everybody knows. Well, I don't know if everybody knows, but they all know, and you should know because good Magic players know that that's a thing.
Well, I don't because I'm a bad Magic player.
What?
Regal Caracal.
Bobby, I just complimented you and you didn't even accept it.
I can't accept it.
What? Whatever, I'm gonna swing.
Alright. 14.
Okay. Go.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Okay.
Shuffle out. You saw it.
Do you want me to?
I don't care. If you saw it, then yeah, you should. But I don't care. It's casual.
Evolving Wilds.
Okay?
Sack the Evolving Wilds.
It comes in tapped.
I know that. I'm not up to it.
Okay.
I'm going to get a forest.
Revolt.
Got a revolt trigger.
Well, that's what it is. I figured it
I
out.
was going to have to shuffle anyways. That's why it didn't matter.
What?
That I saw what was on top.
Oh.
Yeah. Whew. I am going to make 5 and play.
Which land are you?
I'm making green.
Okay.
8 from the cowl.
Ooh. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent you control left the battlefield this turn, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a permanent, you may put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, you may put it on the bottom of your library. Oh my gosh, that is good.
Yep.
And this is an enchantment, so it happens every single turn.
Yep, every single.
So how do you trigger revolt every turn?
Well, normally you do better than this, but you know.
I mean, you can sacrifice the desert here to do
Yeah,
that.
and sometimes I make treasures and.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So, move to end step,
Yep.
trigger. Treasure map.
Nice.
Put it into play.
Yep.
Pass.
And when that flips, it counts as something having left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Upkeep.
Does it?
Trigger. Yeah.
Interesting. I
Look
did
what
not
it
know
says.
that.
Read what it says.
It says transform. Does transform leave the battlefield?
Yes. Transform. Well, no, hold on now. Remove those counters, transform it, and create 3. No, actually, it would have to be. I'm thinking of the one that's the ship, the pirate ship that exiles and then comes back.
Yeah.
That's the one that leaves. No, this does not leave.
Yeah, the galleon, Conqueror's Galleon.
I'm gonna bottom this. I don't want this.
Yeah.
I don't want another one of those. That's dumb. Okay, so 3, 4, 5. Regal Caracal coming in.
Caracal.
His buddies.
You better have the tokens.
Tahiri and Elspeth are coming
Cats.
in.
Yeah.
And so that means this guy's gonna flip. My hand's stuck, and I'm excited about that.
Yep.
I do not have the green to be able to pay so that I can draw a card from it, which is fine because I don't need any more cards than I already have. And then I'm gonna go to combat
Yep.
and swing like so. Rawr.
Alright. So 4, 5, 6?
6.
6?
Yep, and I gain 6.
I'll go to
26.
8.
I don't have a way to track my life total.
With D6s. There's an 8 on here somewhere. I don't know where it's at. Right there.
Alright, pass turn.
Alright. Untap.
And step here.
Keep. Draw. I'm gonna play a hub. Get an energy. Where'd my energy go? Look at this cool guy. It's weird.
Yeah.
Energy Vanguard card. Flip 1.
Okay.
Make that a what? Fumigate?
No. Oh, this flipped.
Yep, that did flip. So how many creatures is that?
Well, hold on.
Hold on.
I can give him indestructible. I can't though.
You could.
That's not good enough. Yeah, if I had heroic intervention, which is in my sideboard. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You gain 5 life.
I'll gain 5 life. Actually 6, because I destroyed one of mine.
Oh yeah.
So I'll go back up to 14.
I'm gonna internalize a door bouncer next turn.
And raid trigger.
Yep. Lots.
It's another treasure map. Cool.
Too bad it flips into legendary.
Yep, that's why we're going to try to be careful with it. And I'll pass.
Okay. Okay. Oh man, I did not want another land. Okay. Okay, I can do this. Well, okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do. Oh wait, no. No. Well, let's go ahead and do. Oh, because I have tons of mana from this. What am I talking about? Okay, so I'm gonna tap. I don't have any mana from this. What am I
Nope,
talking about?
it
It
is
taps
not.
for 1
1 if you play this.
if I play this first.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna play like this. It also does taps for 1 without.
Anyways, yes,
Right, it's
kind
fixed.
of better than Cradle, but not
no,
at all.
No,
Kind of, but not at all.
Nope.
This
Okay.
side's better than Cradle.
Okay, Frowning Rip apart.
Sir Derp
Resolves.
resolves.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm gonna. I think I wanted to cast this. Do this thing.
Yep.
Okay. Have I played land this turn? I have not. Yeah. Okay. I'll pass.
Scry 1.
This is happening.
Bottom.
Okay.
Scry 1 again. These each get counters on them.
This is in my hand step.
Yes. Bottom. Now we'll move to my turn. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I keep drawing my 8 from the cow things and not what I wanted to draw.
Enablers rather than threats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It doesn't flip into a legendary card. Air Catcher wanted me to let you know.
Oh.
Treasure map.
okay.
It's not
What does it
legendary on the
flip
other
into?
side. It's OP. It's the best card in Magic. Bye.
Bye.
No, you're right, it doesn't. Ah! Learning things. Taps for colorless, tap sack a creature, draw a card.
8 from the cow.
Again?
Yeah.
Twitch, why am I such a bad player? I have Ixalan's Binding in my hand.
Pass. I kind of expected an Ixalan's Bindings because I'm not a bad Magic player. Don't tell anyone.
Trigger here on my upkeep. I want another one of those. Bottom. Drop a turn.
Also, I figured Stephen would come over here and interrupt our game to say that someone wanted to know what Flip It or Rip It was, but I guess y'all don't want to know. Either that or he's already told you in Twitch chat. You got one of my 8 from the cowls.
And you don't get any more of them.
Don't you tell me what I'm doing.
You don't have a way to deal with this, so here's 4.
Go to 10.
How about
Scry.
It's useless.
Leave it on the top.
I'm calling it Jurassic Cradle.
Jurassic Cradle, huh?
Because it's Jurassic Park art.
Yep, it sure is. It's really cool.
It looks like Jurassic Park. All those are dinosaurs.
Play another land for the turn. Scry. Now that it has 3 counters on it, remove those counters and transform it, and I get 3 treasures.
You found the treasure.
Does it remain tapped? I don't think so.
When you transform it,
Yeah.
it remains tapped.
Oh. Well, I have 3 treasures.
I think. I'm gonna look that up.
I have
Because
3
I really
treasures.
should know that. I don't have my cell phone on me, and I should know that.
Let's see. My board state is starting to expand past.
Hold on, Bobby. I need to figure out if this is right. Twitch, why can't you just like yell at us and tell us what this is? I'm gonna go look up
I'm
on
sure
my phone.
they are.
They are. We just can't hear it, sadly.
And that's what playing Magic with the judge is like. They have to know the answer to the rules.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Okay. Here we go with my most excellent judge app. Transform. We'll just switch treasure now.
Meanwhile,
This is
while you
embarrassing.
look that up,
And Hill too should know this.
I'm going to sack a treasure to tap my treasure map,
Okay.
to scribe,
Yep.
and to bottom it.
Okay.
And then I am going to play.
Hey guys.
Hey, when you transform something, does it also untap?
Nope.
Okay.
That'd be awesome though.
Would be.
Doesn't it just feel like treasure map should do that?
Yes.
I'll write a lizard to Wizards of the
A
Coast.
So lizards of the coast.
Lizards
I
of the
love
Coast!
it. That's great.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
So-
Oh, I thought it had 3 counters on it already.
No, this one.
That one had 3, so this one has 2 now?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I just scribed with it.
Right.
I am going to
That makes sense. 'Cause that one
4, 5, 6, 7 mana.
oh my goodness.
Verdant Sun's Avatar. When it comes into play,
Equal
or
to-
another creature, I gain life equal to its toughness, so I'm going to gain 5 and go to 15. I will pass to you and or move my end step and trigger on that aid.
Wait, what's oh yeah, the treasure.
Yeah, the treasures. Treasure map.
You look so happy with yourself.
I do. So I will pass to you.
Upkeep trigger. Ew. More lands. Draw.
There's a lot of scrying going on here.
Yep. Well, it's good. The Lightcrafter's Bestiary is a good card. It's not the most excellent card in the deck. Most excellent. But it is good.
Bang and bruise.
Tap.
What'd you name? Cats.
Is it resolving?
It
Because I don't have to
resolves.
choose until it enters the battlefield.
It resolves.
Okay.
What'd you choose?
Cat.
Cats.
This is cat.
Yeah,
Okay. Combat.
sure. Block.
You saw this coming.
Oh yeah. They trade? Okay. They don't trade.
Okay. Don't. Oh, I'm dumb. I should have done this. No, because it was secure.
Draw for the turn.
April can't play that. That's why she's a judge.
Now, let's see here. I'm going to play a favorite card of mine. I'm going to use my energy. It's off screen to make a black mana. I'm going to sack this treasure to to make a black mana, 2, 4, Noxious Gearhulk. I'm going to eat your kitty.
Should have kept up the blossom. Actually, either way, it would have died. So.
I was going to try to run it out.
Yeah, no, that's smart. It was smart of me to use Blossom Defense, because now you had to use Noxious Gearhulk on it instead of on by myself. And I was like, see, I can play Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart.
So,
Smart.
and I'll move to Instep and trigger because I sacked a treasure.
Mm-hmm.
Gift of Paradise. When it comes into play, I gain 3 life, and I can put it on Enchanting Land and make it tap for 2 extra. I'm going to put it on this mountain.
17.
And I'll go to 17, and I'll pass to you.
Untap. Upkeep trigger. No more lands. That's a land. It goes away. Goodbye. Draw. It's still a land, but it's a cycling land, so I can do this. Goodbye. Draw. Whatever.
Yeah. Another
And
kitty.
then with a... Oh, wait, that's my life total.
End of turn. Scry.
Yep.
Bottom.
Do it again.
This can transform now. It is now this,
Treasure Cove.
a Treasure Cove, and it's still tapped. And I get 3 treasures. And I will tap this Treasure Cove to read this treasure map. Put a counter on it. Scribe. Bottom.
This is confusing. I'm gonna fix it.
This is fun.
Yep.
Untap.
You're getting to
upkeep,
do the things that
draw.
your deck's supposed to do.
Yeah. So, that is a Sacred Cat. So, let's...
2/2 lifelink with Embalm. I forgot about my Dorm Pouncer. I'm so
Let's
dumb.
sack a treasure.
Put it out here.
Actually, let's leave that treasure in play. I'm going to pay a green to scry. We'll leave it.
Green, really? You want to pay life for that?
Oh, no.
You don't have to.
I worded it wrong. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Now, I'm going to sack a treasure and tap this to draw a card. And then I'm going to tap this to make 2 green. 5. Burning Sun's Avatar. We'll go up to 22. And I'll swing 5.
With Menace?
With Menace.
I'll just take it. But
Gonna take it. Alright. Move to Instep.
Mm-hmm.
Revolt trigger.
Mm-hmm.
It's another treasure map. Alright, Twitch. What are the odds?
4 for 4.
4 revolt triggers, 4 treasure
maps.
Pass.
That was great. Upkeep.
I just
trigger.
wanted to hit a giant dinosaur.
I will
That's
draw
all.
this for a turn. Hey, you got 2 dinosaurs. You got 1 here and 1 there.
Yeah, I know, but
You had to cast them.
I had to hard cast them. I wanted to hit a giant dinosaur.
Remember too. You haven't gotten anything good off that yet.
No. Well, treasure maps are cool.
No, yeah, this is true. They're cool. They're just not monsters like you want them to be, I think.
They're not giant, sweet dinosaurs that are like, you know, making that noise Steven made in the dinosaur video.
What was the noise?
I don't know. I can't
Yeah,
make
you
it.
do.
Only he can make it. That dinosaur roar.
Hey,
You know.
Steven, come in here and make the roar.
No, don't. Stay over there with that.
You dead.
I'm tapped down, sort of. What you got?
Cast out. What do I get rid of? I don't really care about your big dudes. I just care that you don't get any more of them.
Oh, that sucks.
You don't get any more.
In response, I'm gonna scry with my treasure map. Bottom.
Oh god! I knew you would.
You asked. You asked for it.
Thank you, Steven. You're the best.
anything else after you casted me out.
Oh, you're good.
Okay. Untap everything on this field. We're running out of space
What a
here.
goober.
That is the truth. He's our goober. We hang out with him. We're not any more happy about it than anyone else.
Ouch.
Um,
Are you really at 2 life? Because that would make me
I'm
very
at
happy.
22.
Oh.
We're gonna
How? Oh, yeah. Okay.
scry with this treasure map. Leave it on the bottom. Let's flip this one. There's another treasure cove. Let's get 3 more treasures. Uh-oh, I've only got...
Use a die.
No, I want to use treasure tokens. I think I've got 18 cards in my sideboard, though.
There's a kid.
I got a cat for a treasure
You have
token.
an 18 card sideboard? I'm going to
No.
disqualify you for cheating.
Go ahead. So let's,
if you're using the cards that have been sleeved, then you have a 16 card sideboard.
I'm going to make 3 red. Sweltering Suns.
13, 14, 15, 16. This is a 16 card sideboard.
Cool, Sweltering Suns.
It does not exile.
Does not exile, it does not anger the gods. You play too much modern.
Yeah. Too much modern.
I'm
Cycles.
going to sack a treasure. Tap this treasure code
I can't.
to draw a card. And then swing 10.
Mm-hmm.
Got you at 11. Move to main step, trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, there's no revolt trigger, you cast it out.
Yes! Gotcha.
Alright, pass. Pass.
Scry. I'll take those things.
Yep.
Alright, so. 3 mana, Pride Sovereign.
He has no ears. That cat has no ears.
You made this joke with Sydney. I saw the stream and.
Yeah, she told me that they were further down, so I
No,
just
they're
agreed
buried.
with it. No, he doesn't have any ears, it's weird.
No.
The art's really weird. I hope they come out with a bigger version of it so I can show everyone that he has no ears.
But there's all these other really cool characters around it. It makes me happy.
No ears to hear with. Anyways, continuing on. Now, what? You gotta pay the extra
You're
mana?
gonna be sassy.
You
I'm gonna
gotta,
eternalize my Adorn Pouncer is what I'm gonna do.
yep, so
I've done
now,
that a long time ago.
now you have
I
a
kept
4/4
forgetting.
double strike.
Check that out.
I see that.
Go.
End turn, scry. Bottom,
Goodbye.
untap, upkeep, draw. Sack a treasure.
At Gen Con this year,
Draw a card.
I was judging at Gen Con, and the pastimes games was
Sack a treasure.
the store that was hosting
Draw a
the
card.
event. You just do whatever you need to do. They were hosting
Sack a
the
treasure.
event, and so they had
Draw a card.
a larger, like a life-size Magic, so the cards were actually like the size of this table or bigger.
Play a land for the turn. Yeah.
And so then they had a nickel bolas. It was just one of these big guys, big tall, with the big horns,
Mhm.
hat, and I mean he was like dressed, and he had a great booming voice for being nickel bolas, and it was just really fun.
I'm gonna play Burning Sun's Avatar.
And you do to target opponent and up to 1 target creature. Okay. So
I'm gonna deal 3 to the cat,
yeah,
the Pride
that's
Sovereign.
exactly enough.
3 to you.
Okay. Let's do this.
I'll gain 6 because I played a dinosaur.
Just kill
So
him.
go to 28. Swing out. He has menace. He has menace. Judge. Judge. All right.
Anyway, I bring that up, the nickel bolas thing, because not only was it just fun to watch, it was right after Hour of Devastation came out, so It was very on theme. But then he always, when it was his turn, so they would have him playing on one side, and then they had one of the cosplayers, I think it was Christine Sprinkle, was doing, she was like Chandra and Nissa, so the Gatewatch. And actually, one of the days they had Jace, Liliana, Elspeth, and Chandra all on the same side of the field. And actually, I think Christine Sprinkle was Chandra. And then Elspeth, Jason, Liliana were just also there. They were players, so they were just cosplaying for fun. And then I was judging a modern event, and so I judged while Liliana and Jace were playing in my event, playing Liliana being Jund, so she had Lilianas in her deck, and she had a Liliana playmat. And Jace was playing some kind of control deck that had Jace's in it, and he had a Jace playmat that both of them that matched their outfits, that matched them, and it was great. It was fun.
Cool. All right.
You're
So
gonna make me go away.
I gotta go get another player for another deck tech. And
Okay, you can go grab them all.
possibly another game. Was that the third or fourth round? I can't remember.
This was the third round.
Okay, cool. I should have another round's opponent, and I'm gonna go here and see if there is anyone who wants to do a deck tech. Gonna get more opponents.
Yeah. Go talk. I wish I could sit in on it stuff and hear about it. I'll watch it later, but like,
Yep.
it'd be fun to.
You can watch it later,
I will
and
watch it later.
you can recommend all.
Google, not Google. I don't care. Giggle at myself because I'm dumb.
You can recommend that all of your friends follow so that they can save a whale.
I'm actually gonna post to my judge community group because this is just fun.
Yeah, we need many judges. We would like to have judges on our stream and judges available in our chat to help with rules questions and all that so that we can get those answered. So,
Yeah.
all right. I'm gonna see if I can find something else. I'm back. We're going to talk a little bit more. I'm going to talk to Richard here a little bit, and then we'll cut the stream off a little early. I probably won't finish out the fourth round for play. Yeah, I hope Josiah doesn't get mad at me because this is his deck, and he built it, and I really hope he doesn't think I disgraced it or disrespected it or anything.
We've actually got something in the brew at home that we were going to try testing this weekend. Sunbird's Invocation and a bunch of treasure maps, and then you just play Sunbird's Invocation and you get to play Nickel Bolas that goes into your
Let me tell you
Dark
about
Invitation.
a spicy little card that I just played. in the game that I played with April just a minute ago called Aid from the Cowl.
Aid from the Cowl.
Where
This pass out?
Yeah, it's a pass out card. It really is. However, when you sacrifice a treasure, or when you use your evolving wilds,
Right.
or anything like that, you get a trigger off of it. However, in the last game that I just played, all 4 of my revolt triggers in a row, before they got removed from the game, were treasure maps. So I hit treasure map 4 times in a row. Meanwhile, I had giant dinosaurs in hand, so I just had to like hold off until I could get her.
What dinosaurs are you playing?
We hope to hit
Carnage.
Burning Sun's Avatar,
Okay.
which is good. And then what's the other one? Verdant Sun's Avatar.
I love this boy. I think this boy is way undervalued.
Yeah. And then a little bit of spice that I like in here. Noxious Gearhole.
Hey!
You hit that guy, you're doing good. The other thing we try to hit is Sandworm Convergence, so you can get some of those worm tokens.
Goodness.
And then the final piece that we want to revolt into is Overwhelming Splendor.
See, I think we're just on the same page. Mine's Sunbird's Invocation, yours is Aid from the Cowl.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, so like, I sure do love to play cards without having to pay the converted mana cost.
What other ramp are you running out of there, other than the treasure maps?
So the other thing to hit for ramp, we are playing Gift of Paradise, because you can hit that with Aid from the Cowl.
Okay.
And it gives you a little bit of go room. We're running Naga Vitalist, because that can... In the last game, I played on 4 Aid from the Cowl.
Okay.
On 5, I played Fumigate. Killed my Naga Vitalist, got the trigger from Aid from the Cowl, hit the treasure map, used the remaining mana that wasn't from Naga Vitalist to scry with the treasure map. Which can be kind of good. You know, we've also got some Ixalan's bindings to hit.
See, everyone's on this Ixalan binding train, and I don't know if it's that useful. Everyone loved your 3 mana guy that bounced and you couldn't play him. Reflector Mage. Everyone loved Reflector Mage. I think everyone's coming back on the Reflector Mage train with that. I think you have a lot more value with your Castaway. You get your cycle trigger, you get that combat trick. I just don't think that it's worth it. Because if you're playing another Ixalan's Binding against someone who's playing Ixalan's Binding, it's kind of just moot there.
So I feel like Binding is not as good in the 4-color energy matchup, just because it's everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that can be played is played in that deck.
Right.
So Ixalan's Binding a 1 of, and woohoo!
Cool. Okay. Well, there's these other decks full of threats.
You got him. Congratulations. It's interesting that it's like that, because it's like O-Ring, but it's a little better than O-Ring, but at the same time it's not as playable as O-Ring was.
It's weird where the R&D has gone with this set, with Standard right now, because you have all of that kind of effects, and they tested the waters a little bit with that, with your Reflector Mage, and we've got Disposition, we've got Lost Legacy with that kind of stuff, and all that kind of deck denial, and I don't know if it's really that important anymore. You've got Standards, either you're really fast or you're really controlling. I think Ixalan Binding is trying to be somewhere in between, and there's not really a spot for mid-range right now.
So the interesting thing about Reflector Mage is the arguments that it caused. So let's say you have 3 creatures out.
Okay.
And I Reflector Mage one of your creatures, and it goes back to your hand, and you say, I'm going to play that card, and you play it again, and I say, no, I Reflector Maged it, and you say, you did not. How do you know? There was no one around watching.
Oh, so...
When the card goes back in the hand, it's not marked. There's no way, unless you're on camera, on stream, to prove.
Does Reflector's Mage say, I thought it was just any card with that name, not that specific card?
I'm not talking about I'm talking about cheating, violating the rules.
Oh, okay,
you just say, nuh-uh.
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 I mean, that's also just like, that's kind of crappy.
It's poor card design, because when it comes back to your hand, there's no way of knowing exactly for certain what Reflector Mage bounced back.
Which I guess why they
why they banned it.
Why they banned it, and then afterwards you can see that right afterwards came out Conspiracy with a bunch of writing down secret card
Yeah, yeah.
names and stuff. So I think that's what.
Ixalan's binding leaves it in play.
Yeah, so everyone sees it.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like, oh, it goes back to your hand, and then it's a he said, she said, where you're like, you did not.
We have to have a judge watching every match and every time.
Yeah. So that's interesting that card kind of fixes that, but at the same time, it's not as good as Reflector Mage.
It's not a body. It's not cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird.
So what are you playing tonight?
Tonight I'm playing Blue-White Approach. It's kind of just a stock build of it. I haven't had any problems at all with it. My backup deck tonight was Green-Red Energy, where you comboed off with, oh my goodness, it's eluding me, with Brawler. With,
Pummeler.
Pummeler, yeah.
Pummeler.
You Pummeler and then Invigorated Rampage, and then you just fling it. So you
Yeah.
So you get around a lot of their just instant removal that you see with pushes and you see with
Settle the
Wreckage, where because a lot of the Teamergy decks play that card and they just try and tack in with it, which is the great advantage of Approach right now. Just Settle the Wreckage is just almost unstoppable with a counterspell in hand.
Toss it at them with Fling, you get them.
Right, because it removes it from the stack. There's no targets. Great byproduct. I don't have to worry about playing counterspells or a card draw at that point. I sit there and wait until I've got enough energy and I combo off on that turn.
I played Blue-Green Energy today in round 2, and I got to play a treasure map and scry one time on game 1 before he beat me on turn 4.
Just blue-green?
Yeah. And then on game 2, I played a treasure map and scried, and then I think I did something else, but I don't remember. It was all the blue and it happened so fast. I just lost immediately.
Were they playing the elephants, the one-drop elephant?
I don't know. I didn't see any of that.
Okay.
It was all over too fast. Like there was a long tusk cub and a pummeler and larger than life, and with this crap I've got no interaction with them really before turn 3 or 4. So I just got rolled pretty hard.
We're playing. Richard? I guess we're playing. I guess my match is up. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no problem. Go play your 4th round.
Sweet.
I'm going to sign this off and talk to these people and tell them that if they've got, you all have so many days to get ready before I kill a whale.
If you and I, sir.
We will play momentarily. I got to close the stream off because Steven's getting ready to leave. But if you don't follow, I'm going to kill a whale. You'll probably see on our Facebook page / Twitter the set date for when I'm just going to kill a whale if I don't have 50 followers. So this is your chance to save a whale. We'll call that for tonight. That's enough Fnm stream.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, sure.